It's the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sammetti. The YouTube guys. How you doing, Conrad? Welcome to the show.
Hello. Welcome to WyzGyz Entertainment. This is your host, Wyman. We are joined today by our very special guest.
Hello, clone of Peter Sammetti.
What's up?
How you doing? It's been a while.
Yeah, I know. It's been like forever. Hello. Let me do a quick little final promo thingy to remind everyone we went live.
We're alive.
Yes.
Don't forget to sub, like, and share.
There you go. Oh my gosh, it has been a while. By golly.
Mm-hmm. And the last time was when I launched the first campaign of Tales from the NATverse.
Oh my gosh, yeah. How are you doing? How have you been? What's new with you?
I'm doing great. I've been working on Tales from the NATverse too. I'm also like starting to work on the 6-page short story for Grave Robbers.
Oh, really?
Yep. And I'll be starting doing the layouts for the Blood Hunt Doc Salem crossover soon. And me and the boys were working on the Inkslayer magazine, which includes that Luani and Rose Daddy issue that you enjoyed so much.
Yeah. Wait, so you guys are also working on a magazine. It seems like magazines are the next venture that some CGers are pursuing.
Yeah, we started that like a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Putting all the IPs, deciding what, and it takes time to rewrite the stories and prep and everything. And as you've seen, like Scotsman's been sharing some of his manga. It took him a while to decide what approach he was going to come, and it looks like Robotech stuff.
Oh, all right.
It's weird to see my layouts turn into Robotech type of anime. Like, it's weird. It's fun. It's the same thing when I see the layouts I did for Ink Spots.
Okay,
So
all right.
He's finishing him in another way. So it's kind of very interesting. Like right now, what I'm going to be doing is rough pencils, technically, like layout, but more like rough pencils. And then I'm going to be giving that to Preston Aceveda. He's gonna be doing the finished art. So we're going to be doing a mix of like Capullo and Todd McFarlane did on Spawn, and that's going to be the Blood Hunt Doc Salem. And it's written by Brian Kreisgau.
Oh, is that right? Of Six Gun Gorilla fame. Okay.
Yep.
Whoa, man. You got a lot of talent there. Holy moly.
And as you know, I've been doing prints and stuff for multiple campaigns like usual. I've been quite busy and doing some animation. I'm also doing my 3D model of Nat, which is like the side project right now. So I'm working on it maybe 4 hours a week or every 2 weeks. Because to me, the priority will always be my comics. So.
Wow, holy cow. There's so
and
much
I've also built my web store, which is called inkslayerintertainment.com.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. You can go buy the previous books I did. You can buy the 7 Legions there. And we have a whole bunch of merch. The merch goes directly to financing the website. And the more we make, the bigger it will get. Like the idea right now, it's mainly a store, but we want a full-on website eventually.
Okay, all right.
Where, you could go on... Let's go check out Sim, and then you'll have like the Tales from the NATverse info and and stuff like that. Like, that's the end game, so you can find all the info about our books and stuff like that. But we have to start somewhere, and we started with our Shopify store. We also have something called the Inkslayer Rewards. So if you join in, you sub to the mailing list and stuff like that on the website, and you sub to that little reward thing. What it gives you is every time you do a purchase on the website, it gives you token. Like Inkslayer tokens, and the more you collect at a certain point, I don't remember the amount. I don't want to, and it's written there, but I think you get a certain amount of token, and that gives you like a $5 discount on when you come back. So it's kind of like your reward points. And right now it's not set up, but also I want to figure out, because I can do it. I just want to make it properly, that you sharing the website, the web store also gives you rewards. But I need to figure out how to set it up properly.
That's
So,
a cool idea. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Reward activity and promotion from the viewers and the visitors.
yeah, there's so many things you could do with Shopify. When I started checking into it, it's really fun. Like you can do print on demand for merch, and you have to fulfill your own your own kind of orders and stuff like that, right? You can create your own little button to sell your product, and the only thing that it costs you is technically your monthly fee with Shopify and the transaction, like credit card, PayPal. So it's direct money to you, and then you fulfill.
So you pay for the transaction fees for the different payment methods that you support?
Yeah. So technically, I pay $30 a month for my Shopify, right? And when you do a transaction, there's like the little fee of like if you use like PayPal, MasterCard, and stuff like that, and that's it. Like there's no like 10% taken away. It's just the transaction fee. Yeah.
And have you, since you've already got this in place with packages and stuff, do you have it set? Have you already notified Michael Bancroft so he could add it to cgnow.net?
Yeah, it's been there since the beginning.
All right, cool.
It's one of the reasons why I did that like faster. Like if you share my screen for a sec, I'll show you.
Let's see.
See, this is the landing page.
Oh, that's cool looking.
This is the little reward thing I was telling you about.
WyzGyz Entertainment.
So you join that plus the mailing list, and they'll give you the Inkslayer tokens for different actions. I just have to set the other ones up. So far, the only one I've set up is purchases.
Oh, all right.
So it's like a store here called Canadian Tire, right? Canadian Tire is like a huge Canadian store that does like all the repair, construction, and car mechanic. You have everything there. And when you buy, they also give you like Canadian money, Canadian Tire money, which is worthless everywhere else except the store. But $20 is worth $20. Get it?
So you're saying you kind of modeled your site off of them?
Not really. It's more the fact that that's the same principle. It's called like it's called like client reward. So it's kind of like I always thought that was a good idea that the more you purchase, the more you interact with stuff like that, it can give you like tokens that can accumulate to being a discount on a later purchase.
Yeah, a little like how
incentive,
Yeah, absolutely.
And the main page, you have some merch, then you have the main things, you have the books.
When you have the all right, so the or when you pay the $30 a month subscription,
yep.
Do you have any kind of cap as to how many different products or designs you can offer?
I haven't met that yet, but there is where if you start rolling a lot, they're gonna ask you to go to pro, which is a little bit more expensive. But you can do a lot more stuff too. You can put more stuff. You could do automated fulfillment too on some things. Okay. So right now I'm at the basic level. So I'm saying the more merch we sell, the bigger this gets, right? So the thing is, you can create baseball caps, canvas shoe backpacks, T-shirts. You can create anything. Canvas printing, posters, everything, including gift cards.
Oh, gift cards too. Interesting. Yeah. All right, that's a good idea.
I have the mugs. Here you have the beanie, which is embroidered. It's not printed.
Oh, cool. Yeah, embroidered is better.
Yep.
Especially for stuff like that.
Since we were forced to put masks everywhere, I put that on, but I don't know if I'm going to leave it there because honk honk. And me, I got the beanie here, and I got the T-shirt. I really like them. I like the fact that the label is Inkslayer.
So these are it's print on demand, right?
Those, yes.
And is it all handled by Shopify?
Nope, that's Printful.
Oh, all right.
So when you go on Shopify, you can check. You can shop 2 apps. Some are paid, some are free, right?
Okay. So you're working with Printful, all right.
So from my merch, I'm dealing with Printful. There's also what I found is there's also some print on demand for books.
Okay. And you're quite pleased with the quality of the products?
For the merch, yes.
Yeah.
I haven't tested Lulu Express, but Lulu Express is known to have good quality, and they have an app for print on demand on Shopify. So soon I'm gonna start sending up like more direct edition of my books for sale on the website. So technically you're gonna have like the high end version from the campaign.
Okay.
That's gonna be the leftover, right?
All right.
Are gonna be more expensive than on the campaign.
Okay.
And after that I'll make like a more direct edition available on the website.
Oh,
That's the idea that I'm working towards. Because
nice.
I could also offer maybe a hardcover edition, a more deluxe edition after.
Wow, you're thinking ahead.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. You really have been busy.
And one of the fun things is when you do that with Lulu, you can have the option that they fulfill with your own label. So it's not going to say Lulu Express, it's going to say Inkslayer when you get the book with my label on it.
Oh, you mean like on a return shipping label?
No, like a sticker on it. Like it's not going to say you got a book from. It's going to say Inkslayer. You're going to have the logo of Inkslayer.
Okay.
Like the book that came directly from me.
All right.
So it's one of the things I was checking when I was checking different websites who offer a lot of books like Iconic and stuff like that. And that's how I figured out how they were doing it. I do have a background in that stuff, so I kind of make 1 + 1. I'm like, hold on a second. I figured out that I found Amazon starting doing print on demand for their digital books not too long ago. Now I was checking into that, and I'm like, hold on, there has to be something else somewhere else where instead of paying advertisement to bring people to fucking Amazon, might as well put investment to bring people to my website, to our studio website. So that's what I'm deciding to invest more into, is to invest more into the building this website more than anything, more than Amazon.
Oh yeah.
But I am considering keeping Amazon maybe just for digital, to bring more people from Amazon to my website.
Okay.
Like not too long ago, I put Blood Hunt there. I put it on hold for a while, but it was there for a while on Amazon, for sale and free to read for members of the book club.
Oh.
And at the bottom of the description, find the physical book on Inkslayer.com.
Oh, there you go.
I sold one.
So you check out the analytics on Amazon to monitor how many referrals you get from the digital copy that gets sold.
But I got a message like where I saw this on Amazon and I came to buy it here. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because when you do sales, you know exactly who buys and this. You have all the information.
Yep.
That they give you. So yeah, you know exactly where it comes from. But that's the thing I like about the entire Shopify experience. It's like there's also the factor of like somebody like me going on just any website. I'm not trustful of putting my credit card on just any website. And it's something that got brought to my attention from a lot of people going, Shopify is something I trust. I'm like, well,
really?
It's like people trust that by dealing with Indiegogo or Kickstarter, your info, your money, your stuff is more protected, right? Than if you just go with a random crowdfunding that nobody knows nothing about.
Right. Yeah,
that's another thing you can do on Shopify. There's an app to do a crowdfunding. And I don't know if you remember Kickstarter not too long ago, they said they were going blockchain. And I read I read that little thing, what it was all about, because I was curious. I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? Going blockchain? They're going crypto? What the? So what it's all about is that they're creating an app version of Kickstarter that you can build and install on your own website and run in with their credentials. So you can have there's going to be a Kickstarter app that you're going to be able to just put on your website to do crowdfunding on your own website.
Really? Does that mean it's going to eliminate them having a traditional Kickstarter.com website? Or
I think what it's going to do, it's more going to be linked.
Okay.
So my guess would be that you could probably go no and just run it on your own campaign and have your own traction there, but it's probably connected. The blockchain, everything's connected, right?
Huh.
So they're probably still gonna have it in their promo or stuff like that.
Interesting.
But I'm thinking that they're probably gonna want to go like create a campaign here. You can go create a button. You can bring it to your own website, which is all connected. I think that's what's gonna be the end game.
Since you got your own website,
Mm-hmm.
was that a skill you already had, building websites, or did you learn from scratch like recently?
I learned from scratch. I want like let's just say like a few years back, I tried something with it was iPage, then I used something else called Host Daddy or something, and it
Okay.
was drag and drop. So I don't have experience of building it. I didn't like it. It was very simple. Then I went with that, and I just had to play and figure it out, and I learned. I watched some videos, some people talking about apps, the best apps, and this and that, and what they would do. Then I went like, print on demand books on Shopify, and boom, Lulu Express. I'm like, holy shit, what's up? Hello.
So, so do you basically is your website built off of like Shopify, or is it your own
The story is
HTML code and stuff?
no, it's built off a plan. It's built off a Shopify that I grab and then I customize.
Oh.
I'm not a programmer.
And then they give
I'm
you
an artist.
they give you like templates to choose from, right?
Yep. The only thing I know about programming, it's maybe a little bit of Python, but that's just for 3D animation.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
Like I know that I know some basic, like I know that if I see a line of code, I can figure out what it means. This
Mhm.
does this, this does that. But
Right.
but it's pretty user friendly, to be quite honest. Like they
That's
have a lot of templates. Then you just set it up.
Cool.
There's a lot of frustration moment where you go, how the fuck? How?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah.
Why doesn't that work?
Yeah, exactly.
But I got it done. Like by 1 weekend, I had the web store up with the books, and the next weekend on it, I had all the merch and all the apps and stuff installed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So like technically, right now, I sit down, I could have you an entire store set up in a day or two.
Cool. That's nice. Yeah, I've got to. I got to get on the ball and learn this stuff myself. It sickens me that I'm paying for domains and I'm not using them.
If you go here, you can go by creator on the Inks layer. So you have Beacon. The other ones don't have nothing yet because they don't have their own books out. So it redirects you to the main product of Inkslayer.
So is Michael Beacon's projects like under the Inkslayer brand then? Are you like a publisher?
It's not a publisher. It's more like it's a studio. It's a studio type of thing. It's more like Image Comics in a way.
Oh,
but it's not a company. It's more like a studio. That's why it's called Inkslayer Entertainment. So it's all four of us, and we all do our own thing, and we use Inkslayer as our label.
So it's you, Michael Beacon,
Inkspot, and Scotsman for the moment. Yep.
Scotsman. Okay, all right. Well, that's a trip.
Mm-hmm.
So to come up with something like that, does that mean you guys have an S corp or an LLC or something for Inkslayer, or?
That's all. That's all slowly getting in the. We're gonna TM it and everything. That's why you have the TM there. But we're all in the process of it because we are Canadian. I'm Canadian, and the rest are American. So we need to do this international.
Yeah, for sure.
So first, we need to create ourselves. Like they ask you if you have a website and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I'm setting everything up so we can all figure. But yeah, it's gonna start by being an LLC, but it's gonna be a co-op corp eventually. But the idea is that company owns nothing but the label, and the name and the label was created by us. So everything else is us. Like I manage my stuff. Beacon manages his, like when I sell one of his book on the website, I get the money. I send him the money. He fulfills.
Oh, so you manage the site?
Yep.
Okay, all right.
It's me who manages it. Yep.
I wasn't sure if it was like all four of you had login credentials and you each managed your own individual quarter of the website. Something like that.
No, it's I manage it, and then after that, I disperse the order. Like if somebody's, let's just say Inkspot puts a poster on it or something, so sell comes in, I sell him, I fulfill it, send him the money that he made off of it.
Similarly, do each of the other creators also?
But when we get when we get to a bigger account like professional, I think I can set up where he buys something, you'll get the email, and he can fulfill by himself. But that's all he has.
No, I was curious as to whether, like whenever they want to add some more merch and stuff like that, do they send the images to you to update the website, or
right now it has to be through me? Yep.
Okay, all right, gotcha. Oh, that's cool.
Because the thing is, the more if you go pro, you can add partners and this and more people that can do stuff.
Look it up. Is the WyzGyz Entertainment logo designed with the 3D program?
It was not technically. It was designed. It was designed with this, the one that you see right here. Hold on. The one on that mug. That's the original logo. The other one that you see was done in 3D by Scotsman.
Oh, Scotsman did that. Okay.
Yep. He technically brought in the model, reverted it, and
Okay, all right. It sort of looks like it was done in the 3D modeler.
It is. That's what I'm saying. It's a 3D model.
Okay.
It's in the Studio 4D or something, Cinema 4D. The thing is, you can import 2D images and make them pump out, then you go fix the you play with them.
Oh, all right.
Because that's the thing is what people don't know is me, not Beacon, me, Inkspot, and Scotsman. We're not just 2D artists. We're digital artists, and we're also 3D artists. Inkspot also does ZBrush. I do ZBrush. So does Scotsman. Me and Scotsman, we both bought the same 3D printer, cooker, and UV and everything. So soon we're gonna have minis, and we're like, remember I told you last time, the end game is to have my own figurines, my own mini, and setting a board game. It's happening. I'm reinvesting all the money I'm making on my campaigns on all of this. I have my 3D printer in my living room. I have the cooker next to it. I have the resin ready. And I'm also working on the model. Look, I can even show you the base of it. It's going to be loading. Give me a sec. ZBrush a bit slow.
That was a neat transition.
Let's go to File.
Oh, there he is.
So as you can see, this is now I'm in the place when I work on details. I got the basic mesh for the jacket, the body. If you see, boom, that's just the body. I'm working on the details. Then you add the jacket and the head. So the first thing I'm probably going to be doing is doing just a bust to test it out and offer maybe on the next campaign that I'm thinking of. But the end game is to have an actual full figure. And as you can see, it's coming out pretty well.
Yeah. So by a full figure, are you talking action figure or printed solid statue kind of figure?
Right now, I'm thinking more of the Warhammer, more of the statuette type of thing.
Ah, nice.
Like a Warhammer and the statuette type of approach, right? But action figures could be in the end game, but we understand that's a lot of work and that takes a lot more money to do.
Yeah.
But my main goal right now is to be able to offer like collectible minis, statuette and stuff that can end up being usable in a board game. Because
Nice.
I have an idea for a board game that I want to do with this. And there's also I'm in talk with somebody because I've been wanting to do a 2D game of NATverse.
Really? All right. All right.
Imagine a mix of if you remember those old Star Wars games where you could go from running with a lightsaber to trying to shoot people from building to building, then you would ride a space like a space bike, a flying bike or something, or that you would go from one level to another, or a Metal Slug. I love Metal Slug. So imagine a mix of those games with Shank. Do you remember Shank? It was on PlayStation and stuff like that. It was like a 2D flash game. And the thing is, it's like a side-scrolling type of game, but that's different. So the idea would be like, imagine like you're running from rooftop to rooftop to run after somebody to capture. Then after that, you have to ride the Knight's motorcycle, and the second player is riding bitch and shooting people. That's the idea that I'm working on. And I'm trying to get some people to help me out with it. But that's the end game. And like I said, book first. That's why usually I would already be done with this. But this is just like a side project that I'm working on. So.
And when you say board game, are you talking along the lines of one of those tabletop RPGs?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yep. I want to I want to be able to have also space travel.
No,
playing in space, and don't forget there's giant mechs in that.
Yeah. So since the figures are designed to also work on your role-playing tabletop games, are you going to have not only figures but also some vehicles, kind of like how the game Monopoly has?
Yep. You're gonna have that ship. Yeah.
Nice. That's pretty exciting.
The Winnie's bike, so you could ride the bike and then become her in armor or something.
Look at all this cool stuff, man.
It's what I'm trying to set up slowly, but I'm more I'm more of the guy that's like I'm on the turtle side on the Hare and the Turtle story. I'd rather take my time and make sure everything's solid instead of hurrying up and fucking up.
Yeah, for sure. Damn, that looks badass. What a great idea.
One step at a time,
You're making big strides, and then hell, you guys already have a couple printers, 3D printers. And did you go the what is it called, the resin route or the?
Yes, since what we're doing it's mainly for details and models for now. We went with resin.
Okay, resin.
But if we were to do we wanted something more solid, we'd probably buy another one like those more plastic. But for what we're doing, resin is the best.
I heard that nowadays you can get pretty good quality 3D printers for around $200-$300.
Yeah, that's what we got. It's called the Illegal Mars. It came. We bought the second one when it came out, the Pro one. Now I think they're up to the third one. I think right now. But yeah, you can get them. It's like between $250 to like $350 or something US. Yep.
All right.
But those are the small ones. The end game is to be able to get the big one.
Well, how big are those units? Are they going to take like half your living room or something?
Not the one that we got right now because they print up to 6 to 7 inch, I think, or 8.
Wow. Okay.
They're not that big. It's like the size of I don't know. It's hard to compare. It's like the size of a blender.
Oh.
Like a bit like a ninja blender type of thing.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Just a bit thicker. Not that much, right? But then the bigger one are a bit larger and takes more room. But that's the end game because I want to be able to print bigger, and obviously I'd like to be able to do action figures. But I'm also the level-headed one. I'm not here trying to start just a toy company and a video game company and an animation company. I'm here to start things up. So my end game would be to getting Madhouse to want to do an animated series of that instead of me doing it, if that makes sense. But I'm way willing to draw little animation. trying to build a freaking intro. Like in the end game, that's why you see me doing like little sketchy animation. I'd like to be able to have time slowly throughout all the campaigns, and in the end, maybe having a full intro of Nat. So you'll have like a short animation of Nat, Luani, Rose, and everybody else, and then pitching it to freaking Netflix and everybody. And I will not submit, so they will have to respect my ginger. He's a power ginger, and you will show respect.
Wait, you mean you won't consider gender and race bending?
Nope. You do my characters like they are, please. But the thing is, if they can get me like somebody, like if they would come and go like, hey, we got that person, like just say what's his name, Carano, to do Rose, and then they go, but we have a black female to do Luani. I'm like, that doesn't work. They're sisters. And she was like a body replacement. It doesn't work. They have to look similar, but a little different. Get it? It doesn't. It just wouldn't work. And but like I said before, somebody comes in and sells it. You don't care. Like I'm sorry, Samuel L. Jackson. Nobody cared was Nick Fury. He nailed it.
Yeah.
Nobody cared. There's many like that it happened, but nobody gave a fuck. Why? Because it was not a type of forced thing. It was well done, and the actor was selling it. It's like I used to say, like, you have beefy woman trying to do an action flick, and they can't fucking sell you a punch. Yeah, like everything's more posing. They can't even stand properly when they're doing anything. But you have a scrawny little female called Mila Jovovich coming in and fucking selling you that she can punch a guy through a fucking wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now she can't, not anymore, because I saw the Monster Hunter. It was shit.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, it turned into like a flying rope thing. Like she used to be able to sell it.
What?
I'm blaming the producer. Like, I'm sorry, I'm blaming the producer at this point, because she is good. Like she's always sold it. I'm sorry, but she did. Like she was awesome as Lilu. She nailed the action part in Resident Evil. Like every act, like the movie Ultraviolet, the story ain't that great, but the rest of the movie, the action and everything's fucking awesome. She's great.
Yeah,
but,
I like her a lot.
But Monster Hunter, I started watching it in the fight that she's doing with the guy from Hong Bak.
Oh yeah, him.
She's fighting the guy from Hong Bak, and they had to do. It's stupid. Like her punch hurts 10 times more than his fucking swirl kick, where he spins 10 times in the air, drops thing, and she's just shaking it off like nothing.
Well, that makes no sense. That guy's pretty awesome.
Yeah, what's his name again? I had yeah. What's his name? No, hold on.
I don't remember his name, but yeah, those movies are cool. I like the Ong Bak series.
Tony Jaa. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's supposed to be the hero, and dude, you get emasculated by her.
That's sad.
But the thing is, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be great, and you're like, it had that feeling when you're watching, when you're watching that part. And then, did you watch the new the Suicide Squad?
I saw both of them actually.
Okay, so when they go to free Harley Quinn, and she's in that present scene where nothing makes sense, like they're just waiting to get punched, and they punch them and they go flying like it's fucking Superman punching them.
Yeah,
exactly the same thing.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, but all their actions turning into that, dude.
I know.
It's like the girl's fighting, but all she's doing is step left, pivot, step right, pivot, step left, pivot, disappear behind the guy, step left, pivot, and that's it. You're like, really?
That's not much of a fighting scene. I gotta level with you. Welcome, LDG. What's up?
What's up?
Thanks for coming by.
It's like another one that sells it. Fucking Kate Beckinsale.
Oh yeah, I love her. Yeah.
Oh, dude, all the way to fucking the remake of Total Recall, dude. Like, I'm a huge fan of the original, but they nailed it with the second one. The second one is so amazing that it stands by itself.
Really?
If that makes sense. Yeah.
Oh my! I haven't
I
seen
really,
the
I
remake.
really enjoyed it because they tried to respect a bit more the original story. So they
Okay.
changed stuff. It's like it's not exactly the same.
Okay. All
So
right.
it's two different experience because Total Recall just the original one they took a lot of liberties and it's its own monster,
Uh-huh.
right? And I like both of them.
Cool. That's good to know because I haven't seen this remake yet.
And I don't mean that like RoboCop. The new RoboCop was it was watchable, but
Yeah.
if you that one is more if the old one was not there, you would have probably liked it more.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
But the other one is it's like nah what you did is meh.
Yeah. The original one, the OG RoboCop, was something special.
Mm-hmm. Dude, it's like Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
That guy has something like I fucking love it, and hopefully you'll notice that I try to do some, I have that type of sense of humor in my shit.
Yeah. Yeah. OG RoboCop's pretty cool.
Yep.
So as you've been going through these, you've had several campaigns now. As you go from one campaign to the next, do you feel like things are becoming a lot easier over time, or do you sometimes run into the same speed bumps from time to time?
Technically, everything's mainly going better. Like, let's just go at quick overall, right? Blood Hunt, I ran to all the issues from having shipping doubling on me. Remember COVID? It went from costing me $16 to $18 to ship you to $28. So I did my research, I did my work, and thanks to my business course, I found a way. That's how I figured out the business. That's how I figured out, the business accounts. Start a business, your business account. So it was not stop at the borders because it was only local mail and shit like that. So I could still ship things to the US within 1 to 2 days. Nice. So that's what I've applied. That's how I did. That's how me and Beacon started doing what we're doing. Since he works on my book, he's part of my team. We decided that, I order my books, I get them all signed, and I ship him the US orders over there, express, so he can remail over there. So like that, we could reduce the shipping to $15 for my US backers. But you have to back it when the campaigns, when my campaigns are, because I cannot do it after. That's why I close it when I fulfill.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise, it's going to cost you between $25 to $28 shipping.
Welcome, some person. What's up?
What's up, some person?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It helps to have a network.
So the
partners in the project.
The first one was mainly black and white, and it was only me with a writer and stuff like that, and a co-writer, an editor, and a letterer. So I had to learn to do all this because I'm used to doing all the art, then doing all my dialogues, then because I used to do it all by myself. Right?
Yep.
So I still followed through the same plan with Bloodhound, which delayed me a little bit because I could have got like the dialogues going ahead of time, getting the editor to work. I could have got I figured out that I could get the letterer to work on layouts.
Oh, nice.
When the page doesn't have to be fully inked, like it just the pencils. When I'm not moving nothing, I can get him to start building and placing bubbles. Which after that he just has to go do adjustments, It's stuff that I've learned from the first one, from the mistakes that I've applied to the second one. Because the second one, not only did I have the editor, the letterer, but I also had 3 colorists working with me on the thing. So you have to try and manage. They have their own schedule. They have their own time. They have their own little dilemmas with life, right? So you learn from every single one of them. Like right now, the third campaign, the Second Chance campaign, I had printed the books in advance, the variant covers. So I took it, ahead of time. So the only thing right now that's the reason why it's not already fulfilled, because I'm waiting on the prints. Because there was some printing issues. I usually order my books, and with it I get all my prints, right? So I tried another place to print the prints, not to bother my book printer.
Okay.
And they came out like shit.
Oh dang.
I tried Staples because it was close by, and they said you have to come here. Okay, but I can't. You don't let me because I don't have I don't use the Vax Pass.
Oh, they were.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey.
1,500 square feet, dude. You're not allowed.
Insane.
So the thing is, I decided to reach out to my book printer, and they agreed to do everything for me. So they're everything's set. So they sent me an email today that the previews, the testers are ready. So I'm calling them Monday, and I'm gonna get my prints, and everything's gonna get fulfilled. And right now, the way that we set it up, me and Beacon, dude, everything gets fulfilled within a week or two. It's pretty goddamn awesome. Meaning, as soon as I'm ready and I have everything, right? I sit down and I prepare everybody's orders.
Okay.
Right? I put a sticker with a number on it, the backer number. So each package, packages. So then after that, when I'm done, I prepare the boxes for Beacon. I put all the orders in there with the numbers. Boop, 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 boop. And I mail it to him. It gets there within 2 days. Then he puts that in the mailers that we bought over there, because I cannot order Gemini mailers here without them costing me $1 each. So I pay with him to order 500 mailers.
All right.
So he mails over there. He has the number. He puts the number, and with that, he has the name, the state, and the address. Puts that in what we use, stem.com, and print, and we're done. And I'm telling you, I get everything done. While he does that, I'm finishing all the other international and everything. So everything's out at the same time. So within like 2 weeks, people start a week or two. Everybody starts getting their stuff. And sometimes, depending on where you are, sometimes it takes longer. Like there's some people it took 2 months to get their shit. So as soon as I get my prints right now, I'm going to sit down for a day or two, prepare everything, and then, prepare the US box. That's how I call it, my US box. And that costs me it's not cheap. But when you have a business account and you open your business account with the, UPS, right? Well, you also have discounts for internationals and stuff. So when they go, hey, here's this costs you $940 to ship, but we're offering you a 40% discount. Thank you. That's what it cost me for Bloodhound to send 4 boxes. It was $960 something.
Wait, 960 something
dollars to send 4 boxes of books. Yeah.
So how big are these boxes you're talking about?
The size of the box that you get your books, that you can put 50 books in it.
Oh.
Between 40 to 50 books, depending what you put in it. Like I can't put 50 books when I put all your perks in the mailer and the bag and board. I can put maybe like 40.
Oh. So then
so that just said that like Blood Honey was like an equivalent of 200 backers and 4 boxes. Cost me like almost $1,000, and they offered me like a 40% discount when I paid.
Oh,
so that's how I can reduce to 15%, get to $15. Get it? Because of those discounts.
Do they? You said it's UPS. You're doing.
Yeah. It's not like it's not your Federal Post that will do that. Yeah.
Not USPS. Yeah.
They do have some discounts, but it's not the same.
So
I use Purelator here.
Is that a shipping company?
It's like UPS, but that we have here. Yeah.
All right. So it starts as Purelator from Canada, and then they hand it off to UPS or something?
Yep. Or so, yeah.
To complete the rest of the trip?
Exactly. Sometimes, yeah, or sometimes it's just Purelator that drops them. It depends. Or sometimes it will be Brown. Like they have their own little logistic, and my principle, my main goal is every time we've done it, they get there within 1 day or 2, and there's no damages.
That's pretty impressive. So
Beacon get delivered to Beacon's house, or they get left to the closest post office.
And because you're loading up these boxes with lots of product, does the delivery driver haul it into their truck, or do you take it to your nearest?
I take it to the place.
Oh, okay.
Like right now, that's the thing. It's right now it's in Staples. That's gonna be fun. It's okay. Most of my family's vaccinated, so I'll send them.
Oh, okay.
It's because of medical things. So, but they're still assholes about it. Anyways.
Jeez, man.
But that you go there, you drop your boxes. Then after that, the company picks them up and goes to deliver them, and that's it.
Okay. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. All right. Excuse me. So we've got this cool looking project, Heels from the NATverse.
Mm-hmm. Don't watch that video. Watch mine first.
Don't watch it.
Not the one there, because that one's the previous one before the one I just showed you.
Okay. All right.
Might as well watch the one I showed you, because
All
I
right.
haven't uploaded it yet on YouTube. That one.
So let's switch to yours.
So enjoy. I had fun doing that. The epic size guy.
Oh, that's cute. That's a lot of fun.
I was having fun animating.
Oh man.
And here's a little spoiler that I just shared there from.
I was gonna say, what? I don't remember that.
Okay, all right. Let me zoom in. I'll reshare again, so you don't. I don't spoil anything. There you go.
All right.
I'm gonna spoil this. Here's a glimpse of some of the bad guys that's getting introduced. Those are some of the big bad guys.
All right.
I'm not finished. I'm still working on them, but yeah.
Cool. All
And you have that guy here.
Ah.
So new bad guys introduced in the Tales from the NATverse 2.
Cool.
I'm almost done with this story.
How many pages is the book going to be?
So far, we're looking at something that's going to start at 80 to 90 page.
80 to 90. Wow.
Yep.
All right. Nat, the intergalactic man of action, is back in the one and only Lawani.
Yep. There's only one like her. She's the one and only synthetic living being in the universe. So she was, you know, I've said it before. She was built to be the body replacement of Rose, and she was stolen, and she became her own person. And in Tales from the NATverse, you get to know, you get to see her. There's like 3 stories where she's in, and the first one is Murder Doll, which you get to know her before she meets Nat, and she's on a very special mission for the big boss of Planet 69. Who she works for.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, you get the Planet 69 story, and don't worry, it's not hentai. It's called Planet 69 because it's a black market. I just thought it was funny. You know, you have because to me it was like a black ball of pool, right? You put 69 on it, and it looks like a yin yang.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like, there you go. You got that's a perfect thing for a black market. You know, you're gonna find everything there, right? And then after that, you follow. It's followed by Metal Valkyrie, which you see how she becomes afterwards. That's where you see the scene with the bike and stuff like that. And the story that I'm going to be doing in the Ink Slayer, the Rose and Lawani, that's where she gets the bike. So like I said before, I'm having fun of like telling you short story. They're not linear, but it should be easy for you to put them aligned. You know what I mean?
Right. It all fits together nicely.
Yeah. Like right now, like in Tales from the NATverse 2, you have Planet 69. That's actually the sequel to Remember the Name. Because if you remember the first story, Remember the Name, it ends where they get the call from the big boss of Planet 69 to go for that job. And you also get the sequel to Blood Brothers. You get Blood Brothers Part 2 in Tales from the NATverse 2.
Yeah. And then there's going to be a special limited time secret tier.
Yep.
When you signed up, so get on the mailing list.
Yeah, you're gonna get one. You're gonna get some of those bigger tiers with a discount on it.
Nice.
And the other thing that I do is everybody that's on the mailing list is certified if they backed a physical book to get a sketch card.
Oh, cool.
So if you're on the mailing list, you're getting a free sketch card. That's for sure. Like I always do, like usually like the first 200, right, on my campaigns. But right now, if there's 300 on the mailing list and you all back, you all getting a sketch card. I don't care. I'm doing it. But that's only for the first month. And my goal is to try and get as much going as possible, because we're going to be giving ourselves like a 6-month turnaround after campaign. Really? But we're aiming to have it out before.
Okay. All right.
Because like I said, I'm already at 60 page penciled and inked out of those 80, 90 page, right? Beacon's already starting coloring some pages of Metal Valkyrie.
Okay.
I'm almost done penciling and inking that last story that I showed you, the part 2 of Blood Brother, and I've already colored 5 pages.
Okay.
That one, I'm coloring that one.
All right.
So yeah, you're getting Beacon coloring, me coloring, Scotsman's coming in to color one cover of the Planet 69 because he really wanted to cover it, to color it.
Oh, cool.
And then there's the ink spot doing some colors as usual, some presentation and stuff.
All right.
You know, it's gonna be a sweet book, and it's all new stuff that's never been published before, so it's gonna be fun. And you know, you actually get the first 4 pages. You know, remember that story I shared a while back? Not the Merc. I said it was gonna come out later. That everybody's seen with the cockpit scene and everything. It's finally coming out. It's in that one.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Everybody, be sure and get on this. You definitely want to take advantage of the secret tier. So get on this mailing list. Don't forget, it's a 2-parter, so you have to not only enter your email address, mark that at a bare minimum, that top checkbox, hit the sign up button, and then when you go check your email, you'll have to verify that yes, you do want to receive this newsletters of all updates for the campaign, so you can follow along with it. Tales from the NATverse number 2. Everyone on the mailing list who backs a physical book in this first month of funding will be getting a free bonus sketch card.
Mm-hmm.
So on the you mentioned that you're still contributing to all kinds of other campaigns.
Yep.
Are you also doing sketch cards for other campaigns like you are known for?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did some lately. The last ones I did was for SOS.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. No, I also did a little sketch for what was the name again? Long Shadow.
Oh yeah. All right.
To help promote it, and I always thought it was funny.
What?
Because I was watching a stream and he's like, Long Shadow, detective for hire, right?
All right.
And I wrote in the chat, Long Shadow, private dick for hire. Come on. Long Shadow, dick for hire.
Yeah, it works.
Long Shadow.
Yeah, it is actually a good fit.
I just thought it was funny. I'm like, private dick. Come on, it's just a funny freaking title that I think that could change a lot. Private fantasy dick. But yeah, I
So
like
you
to
got
play
this-
on the words. What am I gonna say?
Yeah, yeah.
And I think you notice that if you read my stuff.
Yeah, and then you got this piece that was a work in progress earlier,
Yep,
but
I have.
it's all done now.
Yeah,
Fully-
I have it. I have it fully here. If you share my screen,
Oh,
I opened it for you.
let me come back. Oh, hell yeah. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
And you even have the texture of the canvas texture on it.
Oh, yeah. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
That came out really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And that's the cover of the book. There's another cover too. The Lowani painting I did. And you know, here's the
oh yeah.
Lowani, and that's Lowani and Rose Daddy issue cover for issue number 1.
Yeah. That came out good too.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so on this one, who you did the pencils and inks? Did you also do the colors in this case?
I just did pencils on this. Well, all I do, this is ink spots.
Oh,
this-
all right.
I did the pencils, gave it to him, and that's what he did with it. And his
Nice.
favorite was always Rose, because I had a lot of people telling me, my favorite's Rose. I really, really, really like Rose. And every time I tell people, like, I think I told you the same thing. I'm like, yeah, but wait till you find out more about Luani. And everybody's having the same reaction at this point. Rose is fucking awesome. But as soon as they start finding out more about Luani, they're like, yeah, I really like her too. Like, she's kind of fucking awesome. I'm like, yeah.
Now everyone's digging on Lawani.
Mm-hmm. But dude, it's like, if you look at her, like, she has every, like I said before, like, my entire NATverse is like a love letter to everything I love sci-fi, right?
Uh-huh.
And they're in my head, those characters represent like all the iconic characters I've ever loved mixed in one.
Uh-huh. Right.
So, so with Rose, you get the more dominant female one, right? The more serious, like if you know, like the Russian lady in Black Lagoon, or maybe more of a military, like, tough girl that would smoke the cigar or something. Like, she's in charge, she's the queen of the pirates. So
Yep.
But then you have Luani, that's more like my bubblegum crisis / Armitage / all those great manga and anime. Like, she's pure freaking anime mixed with heavy metal. Like,
Yeah.
she was created to be like my Tarna type of thing. You know what I mean? She's like the yin to the yang of Nat. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nat is my hot rod. Like, one of the things, like, when you look at him, the entire design, the color scheme, he's a hot rod. You should know by him that he's somebody not to fuck with, and that it's a bit of a hothead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
While
it works.
when you look at Luani, she looks wild, but she also looks mature. Like, she looks like there's something about her,
Mhm.
and I think that plays with the green that I put on her. Like, she has like more earth tones. That's one of the things I've been trying. Somebody asked me, "What? How did you decide to put like the teal and the red, like the red hair on that Fire and Ice, baby?" That's what he is, Fire and Ice. She's something else. She's like nature. You know what I mean? She's green and orange, brown, blue. And the difference of abilities, it's without spoiling too much, I'll stay within what I've already like shown and said, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So Nat, that he's technically a bit of a technomancer thanks to that blue arm, that blue metal arm he's born with. And that metal arm, he can technically alter his shape and form, but it has to respect his arm, right? Like, the arm won't transform into something else. It's an arm, a bit like, like if you remember Wetworks, like it had a metal symbiote type of thing. It's kind of similar, right?
Okay. Right.
But that thing also creates energy that he uses to power a ship. It's undetectable by anything. So let's just say you try to give an X-ray, you'll see an arm. You won't see a metal.
Oh, right. Oh.
And all the energy he does is untraceable.
Okay. All right.
So nobody can trace a ship. by the synergy signature type of thing, right? So he's a bit of a technomancer, and let's just say that he's a bit of he's stronger than usual. You know, you could say that. And now, I'm trying to stay in what I've revealed, even on the little bio that I put there.
Oh
right?
yeah.
So one of the things I've hinted in the bio number 1 is that he can use that arm in space to direct himself. He cannot fly, but they just say he's not fucked floating in one place. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. I think I see where you're going there.
So technic, and one of the things is it comes, I'm not even gonna say that one. I'm not gonna go too far with that one. But let's just say it's based on actual science, or theoric science. And then you have Rose. That's an actual cyborg. And that's not a cyborg, but she is. She's an actual, like, technically humanoid being that was dying from cancer. And she was, like, if you read Rose, you know that she went through a freaking bad thing. She was left for dead by the pirates that stole the body, killed her dad, left her for dead on a little moon, and she got found by Nat and Bob. And they're the one that saved her and gave her that operation. And she has, like, technically, like, a fake boob on the left there. That's all that. It's mechanical. She has a big cybernetic arm that has, it's like a big Swiss Army knife.
Yep.
And she's badass as fuck. And you have Luwani, fully synthetic being. Those tendrils there, they're like subconscious, controlled by her subconscious in a way, right? So she could be knocked unconscious, and they'll still protect her. You'll shoot at her, and they'll deflect bullets as much as they can. Get it?
Right.
But she can also use that to hack, download, and other people.
That's different.
And as you can see, what I've shown before, she has a nice bike that she can transform into anything, because it's made of a special alloy that she can control and change into whatever she wants. So it's a bike that can be a full body armor that can become a flying bike if she wanted to, type of thing. So as you can see, they have similar abilities, but they're really not the same. That's why I say she's the yin to the yang.
Right.
And the only thing I've ever mentioned is their abilities and who they are comes from a long forgotten and eradicated species of people.
Welcome, Sugar Chris. Oh, geez, it's that Canadian
guy. You mean your Canadian brother, little brother? Get no respect. Me and Chris, we said it. We need to get ourselves a tie next to our computer so we can do that at all time. Put the tie on. Get no respect.
Out of curiosity, were there any other pieces you were wanting to share for the pre-launch, the early sign-up?
Yeah, give me a sec. Let me just let's go in the file here. Go into a little preview here. Here's the full cover for the Metal Valkyrie one, colored by me. This is Luwani's ship. This is where she puts her bike, and you'll see what else she can do with it. This is one of the Federation city that she's going in for a mission. And you don't want to stick around there for too long. As you can see, you saw the big people coming after her. They're huge.
Right.
I'll show you some sample after.
Welcome, Hexalon Comics. Hey,
here's the what's up. You have the cover for Murder Doll, also colored by me. And as you can see there, even her facial features, she looks a lot more like Rose. That's how she was made. But when she becomes herself, she discovered that, one of the things she can do, she's not a shapeshifter, but she can alter her features. She can change her nose. She can change the lips. She can change her size boobs. The color of her hair. To infiltrate,
Oh, damn, that's hot.
Then you have the Planet 69 cover. That's an homage to Blade Runner. I don't know if you place it, but that's a wink to Blade Runner. And here you have the Planet 69 with the nice asteroid going towards it, which releases that thing there. And here you have the famous club Booberama. That's only on Planet 69.
That's funny.
And the main reason why people go there. Okay, let's get out of here so I don't give too much things. So give me a sec.
Booberama.
No, back here.
Let's not go to Boomerama.
And here's the first colored pages of that new story of Nat. Those you've seen before with the first color. Then I just recolored all of them, and I finished the story. So you have page number 1 here.
Why did you recolor? Did you feel you could do even better before?
Yeah. Because I first colored them, I think 2020.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, they were supposed to show up in that CG Jumpstart back then.
Yeah.
And I put it on the side so I can do my Tales from the NATverse, and now I'm bringing that story in Tales from the NATverse, which technically links and brings you to Nat the Merc starting very soon.
Mm.
So this is the Bloodfang leader, pirate leader, and he's about to meet Nat. That's the thing right now. It's like, you didn't pay your protection money, so we're coming here. So they're beating the shit, killing a whole bunch of people, technically killing everybody because they didn't pay protection money. You want to fuck with us? And they're like, well, we put our money where we thought it would be most worth it. We call Nat. He's like, what? He's like, yeah, and he's on his way. And they're like, I think he's here. And then you go to, hold on, and you go directly to the final page right here. Boom. No, that's not the final one. There you go. And that's when he comes in, and now he's listening to Outlying Outsider by Corey Mark, because I love that song. Don't ask me how. He gets music laid over there, but he has it. So he's writing, and he's coming in, taking out some pirates, and then he does his flashy move of landing and taking out everybody. Like a champ. Book, and then he goes, and as you can see, he can shoot from both hands. He's switching the gun, the hands of gun. Tuk.
Oh,
Poof.
Right.
And as you can see, you have the glowy bullets.
Uh-huh.
And he keeps going, and he slices the throat of one here with his claw. And just keeps going. That guy's like, somebody stop that guy. He's about to make it to the Citadel. Next page. Hold on. And that one here. Yep. So he gets a cannon blast not in the face, but in front of him. So he gets blasted on the side. Like, whoa. Crashes in that little, You have the thing that's like, oh, we got him. And he gets up. He goes, those motherfuckers. And I don't know if, hint, I'm not explaining. Don't ask question. Hints. Then he sees the cannon. He's like, interesting. Remote controls his ship, as you can see. Remote cam. And then comes out with the cannon attached to his arm and just goes full Megatron.
Oh, damn.
Because, big shock absorption. So it's about to give them for their money's worth. And here's the last page I'm going to show. Boom.
Whoa.
And he's going all out. And when he gets that serious, usually that's when that jacket's close. That's when he's in, I wouldn't say berserk mode, but he's like, get out of my fucking way.
Right.
Easier. And then he goes towards the citadel and goes knock knock, and find out what happens. What else can I show? Hold on.
Sugar
Let's
Chris
go.
is asking, where's Steve Dye to yell at Sim?
Doing his own thing, I guess.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Here's the other cover.
Cool.
That's going to be the limited cover for the campaign.
That's her bike.
No, that's Nat's bike. That's her with Nat's bike.
Wait. Yeah, that's Nat's.
And as you can see, she has the visor, so that's how you know that that's after she has the bike. Those are the one that comes with the bike. So that's why I have little hints like that everywhere, you know?
Gotcha. Hex Ellen says, nice. I have a serious question for Sim.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your question?
I have a serious question for him. Yeah? Go ahead.
Yes, Hex? Well, we're waiting for Hex's question. Let's bop this back up here.
Oh, and you absolutely want to see this.
Oh, all right. Let's go see that first. Ah! That's a nice one.
That's going to be the sexy print on the campaign.
That's a nice shot. All right. So Hex is asking, who would win in a fight between Nat... ... Welcome, Charles.
What's up?
Hi. Booty! She came just in time to see the booty.
Yeah, and just to let you know, there's fan service for everybody in there.
Yeah. Okay, so who would win in a fight between Nat and Space Adventure Cobra?
That's an old fucking anime. Isn't that the thing that's all about like girl and sex and shit like that?
I have no clue. I've never heard of it. I thought he was referring to like some offshoot of G.I. Joe and
no. It's Space Adventure Cobra. He's kind of like I don't remember because I remember seeing one movie a long time ago, like a while back. I just don't like. I remember that it has to do about finding a girl and having sex. I don't know what it was. I remember going like, "What the fuck did I just watch?" But he has no chance.
You're saying that doesn't have a chance?
No, Cobra has no chance.
Oh, okay. Cobra has no chance.
You know, because the thing is, you know, if it would have been the Nat versus Meta Baron, that would have been something weird.
Carol's asking, who don't like
So Space Cobra has a psycho arm that transformed just like Nat. Oh, okay. So you wanted to find somebody that was comparable to Nat. Got it. G-Force.
Mm-hmm.
No. Isn't that the one that changed into a cannon? Well, let me go check.
Who don't like booty?
I don't remember him having an arm that transforms, so I'm going to check.
Space.
Oh, he has a fucking cannon. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing here, see? There you go. He has that little hand cannon.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't remember seeing that.
So technically, he's more like Rose.
So I guess the two of them will have to fight.
I don't know. I've only seen one movie of this a while back. I'm like, what? If there's more, head me towards it. But yeah, a guy with a hand cannon, and what I remember, it's just finding the girl and being happy or something like that. I don't know. I'm more inspired about stuff like if you know Captain Future, Captain Harlock, Grandizer.
I've heard of Harlock, and I think I saw some of Harlock, but the other ones I'm not familiar with.
And just to address a Hex Allen, that it just like Nat doesn't transform his arm into a cannon. Can't do that. And there's a whole series. Cool, I'll check it out. Is it recent, or it's as old as the movie? Because the one I saw was like 80 something movie.
Mm.
Yeah, dude. Lately, I've been going over like watching a whole bunch of old anime. Like, I love watching Bubblegum Crisis once in a while. Or,
That's
Angel Cop. I also like to watch the old Appleseed.
Oh yeah.
I'm a huge Masamune Shiro guy.
I like Appleseed.
Like, to me, Masamune Shiro is like the top fucking manga guy. I'll check it out.
Tales from the NATverse #2. Nat, the intergalactic man of action, is out, and the one and only Lawani.
Like, who would win, Nat or Red Dress Man? I think Nat, because the Red Dress Man would want to get pegged. Is that a good answer?
Yeah. I would have to agree. I would
I'm sorry. If the guy's dressed in a red dress, when he sees Nat, he will want to jump his bone. I'm just saying. There's no fighting there. It's like the guy's gonna come out full loom and go, "Let's Greek wrestle this shit, Nat." Nat will go like, "Oh, that's weird."
And that's a little spoiler for the introduction of NATverse 3. The Tales from the NATverse 3. Nat versus Red Dress Man. The new enemy.
And depending on what happens, but definitely in Tales from the NATverse 3, there's going to be a drawn in one where everybody's welcome to put a red dress person in it.
Ah, well, you hear that, guys?
And keep poking. Maybe I'll just put it for free, Chris.
Hint, wink, wink.
Night walks into a new stripper bar. Ooh, that one's ugly. And then you see it's Chris in a freaking red dress. Hey, pretty boy.
Oh, man.
And, Nat's going to say, like, you got to pay me to watch that shit. And get the fuck out.
Oh, well, there's a good cameo.
Welcome to the late night roast.
Oh my gosh, that's pretty funny. Salmon Ink Spots cover for Tales from the NATverse #2, covered by me and Ink Spots.
I'm wondering if I'm gonna have a third variant cover, but I'm not sure because I don't want to push it too much. But
right.
Because I like the idea of having two covers, right? And I don't want to do again like I did the Second Chance campaign type of thing to have that another cover.
All right.
So, like, it was good, like it did okay, but it was a test and didn't work as well as I thought in a way, So what I'm thinking of doing is to always have like two covers that will always remain and one exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure yet, but I do have a third cover for it if I want to.
Right. And then we got some.
Chris is like, every guy's crazy about a red dress man. We need to get ZZ Top to sing us that song for the intro.
Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be hilarious?
How.
Man, what if they?
It's about the time to get Chris and dress and go ooh mow 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 mow.
You've been really planning this, haven't you? You had this on your mind for a while.
Not at all. I'm improvising.
A red dress man cameo in Tales from the NATverse.
Yep, he's gonna be riding a space truck in a red dress and singing the song. And I'm just a huge fan of ZZ Top too, so I'm sorry that came easy.
Oh man, I love their music.
Oh yeah, ZZ Top's fucking great. Especially when you're like, I remember people were like, I don't know how do they get that special sound with the guitar? Like, he told everybody he plays with a fucking quarter. He has a metal tube for his finger and he plays with a quarter. So that's how he gets that specific sound to his guitar. And still to this day, they fucking rock. I'm sorry. Like, did you see the last album they did? I Gotta Get Paid.
No, I haven't. No.
Ooh, gotta check that song, dude. Gotta Get Paid by ZZ Top. It was made like 2-3 years ago. It's pretty goddamn good.
Hey, welcome, Indie Wrestling Aces. Hail, peeps.
What's up, Ace?
And the Ace.
And you know, also for people to know, I'm already working on NATverse 3.
All right, wow.
I can even tell you two of the name of the stories. One is Screaming Metal, wink wink. Do you know where that comes from? What's the original title of Heavy Metal magazine?
Really? I did not know that.
The original title for Heavy Metal magazine, it's a French magazine and original, and it's Métal Hurlant.
Huh. Okay.
Métal Hurlant got translated into Heavy Metal for the magazine, but the actual translation of Métal Hurlant is Screaming Metal.
Okay. All right.
So one of the stories called Screaming Metal. So there's a little wink where there's a scene that's a wink to the Heavy Metal movie intro with the car. Remember when you got the shuttle, the car comes out, starts floating toward the planet? Well, you see Nat doing that with his bike.
All right.
Anyways, it's not a spoiler. It's a fun thing. But that's one of the stories tells in NATverse 3, and there's another story called The Parcel. You're gonna meet the dinos. You're gonna meet the dino for hires, and there's the DEF CON story that I had planned originally is gonna be in there too.
Oh, nice.
I even have the cover for that one. You want to see the cover?
Sure. Let's check it out.
Let me go to it. This one, 3.
If you haven't already, get in on the sign-up list so you get all the updates and become eligible for a secret tier that will be made available. You also get a sketch card. Wait, it is a sketch card, right? Not a trading card?
Yep. Technically, you get access to special discount tiers that will be available just for you for a month. And everybody that's on the mailing list and backs the book, the physical book, will get a free sketch card for sure. So usually I limit them to 200, right, for the first backers. But right now if there's 200, if there's 400 people on the mailing list and they all back, I'm gonna be drawing 400 sketch cards. I don't care.
Oh wow! Look at this one.
And this one was originally made to be the other variant cover for Tales from the NATverse 2, but since I moved his story to the third one,
okay,
because it was getting too big, I would have been 120 something page now. So I decided to move the DEF CON story. You still get introduced to him and then the Tales from the NATverse 2, but you don't get to see him much, right?
All right.
So that's it now. That's why it says 2 here, but now that's the cover for Tales from the NATverse 3.
Okay. So they just added that so it reads.
Yep.
All right.
Because technically, I was gonna have DEF CON, and I already have the cover for DEF CON. I'll show you. Hold on, give me just 1 second for the DEF CON story, and it's right here. It's all laid out, but except, you know, I need more room. So yeah. So I moved him to technically what I did is I moved his story to be able to put the Blood Brothers Part 2 in that one instead. Because I thought it was better to move that guy to the other one, instead of going too much crazy with who I was introducing. So technically, when you get Tales from the NATverse 1, you get introduced to Nat. You also get to know Rose, one story, and Ulrika, right? So I was gonna go introduce you to like 2 stories of Luani, 2 stories of Nat, 1 story of Nat plus a DEF CON, and I'm like, there's not enough Nat, you know, because it was Luani, Nat and Luani. And I'm like, I'll move DEFCON to the next issue,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And put that there and leave that story because I had to move one because
Right.
I'm trying to keep them at an 80 pager, and even now with just 4 stories, it's like almost 90.
Wow.
Because you have Murder Dolls 13 page, including the cover. You have Planet 69, that's 33 page. You have Metal Valkyrie, that's a 28 pager. You have the Blood Brother Part 2, that's a 12 pager, 13 page with the cover. So as you can see, it goes up pretty goddamn fast. So the Murder Doll's done, Metal Valkyrie's done, Blood Brothers almost done, and I have 10 page done on the 32 page of Planet 69. So after that, all I have to do is Planet 69 during the campaign.
Oh man, you made a lot of progress on this project.
But I've put all the money I've made into all of this, and I'm always trying to get a bigger head start, you could say.
Yeah.
And I knew that there's a lot of people that was hesitant to jump on Tales from the NATverse 1 because it was half of it was like a reprint. But before, when I first launched, it was 64 page, and it was technically like three-quarter of it was old stuff, and only 1/4 was new stuff. And that's why I added more pages instead of having like a 7-page Blood Brother that would lead to the other one, right? I put everything in one. So I put what was going to be in Tales from the NATverse 2 and Tales from the NATverse 1. So that's why you got to see Gillian earlier, because that was going to cut to the next one. Because it was 10. If you read number 1, remember when he does the little like, oh yeah, I met Luwani and I went to the this and that and that. It was cutting there, then going back to the ship. Then I added what was after, I put what was going to be in Tales from the NATverse 2 and Tales from the NATverse 1. And I made it an 80 page. And I'm trying to keep it around that because people seem to have enjoyed it. People seem to really like the fact that I'm going out of my way to try and offer more buck for your money, more value for your money. Yeah, more bang for your buck, because I'm also aware that I'm international.
Yeah. That's cool.
So I'm like, to me, to be able to offer a book, I try to keep it at 80. So it's going to be a bit more than 80 page, right? But I don't want to just give you 3 stories neither. You know what I mean? I like the idea of being able to give you more stories into that universe. And I also don't want to just compact all the stories too much. Right? Some are cool to be told in 6 to 12 pager, but I don't want to tell Planet 69 in 20 page like I originally planned. Like I tried to make it fit in 20 page and it doesn't work.
Okay.
Like you need a bit more room to breathe, like from something happening to a planet, and then they call Nat, introduce a character, connect to the first story that was told, that people make the link, then getting assess the situation. Nat gets there, assess the situation, deal with the situation, and blah blah blah. I'm like 20 page to get that done, and that's like the first story I ever wrote of Nat back in 2009. So I'm tweaking stuff, changing, and it turned out to be a minimum of 33 page.
A story into itself.
Yeah. I was thinking of doing Screaming Metal in there too, and I was like, I'm gonna keep it to like a 12 page. It's now 25. I'm like, it's not making it in that one. Get it? That's how I edited the thing. I'm like, it's not making it in that one, and I'm trying to keep a theme where Nat's the main character, so you need to have a decent dose of Nat. Like at least have the book, has to revolve around Nat, right? Like at least 1/3. So I was getting to 1 story of Nat in the book. I'm like, okay, so DEFCON goes to 3. That, and I'm gonna put, so technically the main focus is Luwani, Nat, but you also get introduced to, I'm not gonna say their names, but I've shown you those bad guys, so you don't get just introduced to one bad guy. You'll get a wink. You'll get introduced a wink at DEFCON, at the other, and all the other bad guys. But that group that you saw in that little window there,
right,
the big with the guy with the weird mask and the people behind him, those you're not seeing much of them, because those are gonna be those are coming in the the Merc book. Like they're really coming into play then, because remember the pitch is a set of events will appear. A set of a special event would happen that will lead Nat to his genesis. So this is what I'm slowly doing. Introducing characters that know about the blue worm, that know about that blue metal, that know about the ancient guy that they that came there, and this and that, and people are like, so he's been living his life. Nobody realized who he was or what he was or what, and then slowly people are trying to make +1 +1, and then you'll find out.
Yeah, it's coming together nicely.
Because one of the things that I'll say here too that I've always said is Nat's born from an experiment, and the reason the engineers it's a very 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 old race of alien. They're like a mix of the Glay and the Slenders or something like that, right? In my head, so that's why they're like very lengthy, tall, but they look like the small gray aliens a little bit. And they were the people that likes to play with the DNA and this and weapons and build and stuff like that. And they're trying to bring back one of their favorite person that went extinct a long time ago. That's from a lost extinct race, and that's what leads to Nat being there. And Loani, they're linked. There's something.
If you haven't already, go ahead and sign up for the early pre-launch of Tales from the NATverse #2. Be sure and do both parts of it, of course. Sign up and then go to your inbox and make sure you confirm. That's really important. Confirm that you want to be on the mailing list so you get all the updates.
And help us break our record and try and be able to have at least 2 of these books out every year. That's my goal right now. That's why we're trying to, get it out as fast as possible. I'm already working on the 3rd one. And after that, it's going to be Nat the Merc.
Yeah, you were looking at 6-month turnaround, right?
Yep.
Twice a year.
So we're trying to, right now, it's going to be like 6 months after campaign, just to be safe, But we're hoping to be able to have it turned around ASAP. Like right now, Beacon's coloring. He also has a flatter helping him out. I'm doing some colors on some stories. So we're trying to get everything ahead of time. I'm already starting to work on the dialogues, trying to get everything set up to get somebody to go over them so we can get the letterer working. So I'm trying to get as much lined up and prepared before we launch, which my goal was trying to launch around the 20th of this month.
Ooh, wow. All right. Almost here. Right on.
Right now, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing as their campaign. You know what I mean? Like perks, what I'm going to do special, how I'm going to do it, the presentation. I'm still working on it. I think I know the trailer.
Yeah, I thought it was great. Oh, you know what?
I might be getting somebody to do a little narration over it.
Would you mind replaying the trailer for these fine folks in the chat?
No problem. Let me just go get it.
Check this out, guys. This is pretty funny. Excuse me.
Okay, it's my no. Okay, I have to do it again.
All right.
Because since I was just sharing images, I didn't share the audio.
All right. Yeah, I noticed that at least when it comes to StreamYard now, they have it set up so audio tab is defaulted. At last.
As you can see, they're huge. And that's actually a song made just for Nat.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Was it commissioned?
Yeah, I hired somebody to do it. Not that part though. Not that one. Thought that was a nice way of closing, right?
Yeah.
Call it the epic intergalactic sax guy.
That's funny. And then unlockable 6 a.m. stickers.
Yeah, the new batch.
No,
So you have Battle Ready Nat, Battle Ready Loani. You have cute, because we had the Battle Ready Rose in the other one. So we have the cute Rose. We have Battle Armor Loani. And we have hysterical Defcon. Totally not a bad guy. Totally not.
And then we got,
And that's a fun thing that, you know, some of them, sometimes you're going to have to figure out if they're bad guys or not.
right.
Because in Tales from the NATverse, I treat them equally. If that makes sense. Like, I could tell you a story of the bad guy, and I'll treat him like he's the, you know, the main hero of the story.
Oh, yeah. Depends on a certain point of view.
Exactly.
This is a Metal Valkyrie cover on the left side. Metal
Yep.
Valkyrie.
The one I showed before.
Yeah.
Where you see her half armor and half not. And that's technically the armor that you see on her. That's pieces of the bike.
Right.
And that's something she tried there. You'll find out in the story. Because in the first pages, she's trying to do a mission, a hit and run type of mission, because she's on the big Federation planet, and she's going there to take care of a witness. So at first she comes in a bit like a predator. She comes in with cloak, but it doesn't work as well. So then things doesn't go like she was like planned, and then now she has to take care of her job and get the fuck out of there before those, because you see those little army guy, those little like Federation giant guy there, those big military type of guy that looked like out of war for like 40K or something. That's just the police force. That's
right.
like the SWAT. So she wants to get out of there before the army gets there.
Yeah, for good reason.
So, you know, it's kind of like, get the job done and get the fuck out of there. And as you can see, they're technically the same size as her with the bike armor.
Yeah. Yeah, when she's fully beefed up with the gear.
Yeah, and I'll say this, you know, not only if you're a fan of Heavy Metal Magazine 2080 and all that stuff, that sweet, beautiful stuff, Judge Dredd, but, you know, you'll also see influences from 40K. If you're into 40K, you'll like my shit. I've never played 40K, but I really, really, really love the design, the lore, the shit like that.
Yeah.
And everybody that, like, it's the same thing when I was working on Bloodhunt. People were talking to me about something called White Wolf. I'm like, what the fuck's White Wolf? Like Vampire the Masquerade. I'm like, what the fuck's that? So it's supposed to be a big RPG game that people play, role-playing game of vampire and shit. And everybody's telling me my books reminded them. I'm like, I didn't even know what the fuck that was. So the same thing happened with Warhammer 40K. I'm working on my book. My bro's like, dude, you should really check into 40K lore and shit. I'm like, really? Oh, okay. Because I'm telling him about everything I'm doing, right? He knows, like, he knows too much. I need to kill him if he ever turns against me.
Yeah.
But he knows everything, and he's like, dude, you should really check into Warhammer 40K. He goes, not to inspire you, but, you know, to stay out, to stay away from what they did. Because I started checking into it, and I'm like, oh, I need to I need to fix those angel people. Because there was a race of angel that would go around, and start invading a place by dropping a giant fucking cross. So technically, like a type of cross. So imagine like you've seen that before. It's an actual thing in science where they just let go of a metal rod from a space station, from a satellite, and you don't need to put pressure on it. You don't even need to shoot it that strong. You just let it fall. But when it lands like a fucking nuke.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was using that aspect, but imagine a giant fucking cross. And I started reading the Warhammer 40K, and I'm like, they're angel aliens, and they invade people by dropping giant churches and shit. I'm like, okay, I'm taking that out.
Dropping giant churches. Okay.
And they did the same thing, giant crosses. I'm like, I can still use it, but I need to be careful not to do it like they did. So
right. Yeah, there's so much out there that, you know, on one hand, I, you know, just like anyone else, like to consume some of it, but at the same time, if you're trying to be a creator and try and come up with different ideas, there's almost a fear that I have that if I consume too much variety of content, that it's going to start to influence my own stuff.
oh, you can, but it depends. You can also me. I see it the other way around.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
good. It's good for a reminder to still what to stay away from.
Yeah, that's a very good point too. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true. Let's see. So left side is the Metal Valkyrie cover,
Mhm.
and then the right side is the Murder Doll cover.
Yep. But technically, I changed it. I forgot to change the name because before it was just the cover, but I put the page sample there.
Oh, right.
Mhm.
Don't forget special limited time secret tier
Mm-hmm.
that you'll be eligible for if and only if you're on the early sign up list. So get on there.
Yeah, that guarantees you a sketch card with your backing of the physical book, no matter what you take, and that's an extra card.
Hell
So
yeah.
if you grab a tier that has a card already, or that's an extra card that gets to it just because you're on a mailing list. So you might even get two.
Yeah, I love trading cards and sketch
Yeah.
cards.
And as you know, I like to have stretch goals that gives cool stuff to people. And sometimes I add a little something. Like last time, I added something that people were not expecting. There was like a postcard memory album of Nat and Bob, and you had a little like collectors, like what I call like collectors. I forgot how I called it. Technically, it's old designs, like old stuff that I do. So technically, the first card is you have the first design I did of Rose, or like in 2010. Yeah. So it's kind of like old concept art.
Yeah.
Like, and the cards, the postcard type, they're like, they're not really postcard. I asked picture size. So they're technically like a Polaroid size.
Yeah.
Right. And that's a memory from Nat. So it's stuff that I may not show in a story, but it's related. Like that one there, you have Bob holding Nat by the bottom of his pants because he's being a brat as a kid. Right? And I thought that would be a cool thing to do. Because I've done that. That was the idea before, because I used to put that on the book, right? And I'm trying to play with it as a collectible. I'm like, so I'm gonna be doing that almost with every freaking book. I'm gonna be doing a postcard that's gonna be a memory of Nat, so you could see Nat as a kid. I don't know, playing video games with Zed.
That's cool. That's neat.
And I'm gonna be doing that every time, like a family album that you can put together. And the card is just for me going, here's an old concept art of that character that you know now, like this. This was the first original sketch for this.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah, that's neat.
I was trying to find a way of making trading card interesting. So technically, the trading card right now, because I call it collectible card, not a trading card. So you get the card with the image, and then on the back, I sign it.
All right. Did you say you were still working out details as to what kinds of tiers, perks you want?
Yes, that's what I'm checking into. Because right now, I want, like I said, I'm debating if I'm going to have a third cover or not. All right, I'm thinking of sticking to two. How I'm going to, offer them, if I do the 3D printed thing already or not. I'm still debating, the tier, like the stretch goal. I'm thinking, do I do more pages, an extra story that adds more time in production? I don't know. Or should I just keep it to just that amount of page and trying to get it done by the time, and that's it? You know. Do I do an unlockable ashcan preview of a short story of the next one? I even considered doing be in the parcel story, right?
Okay.
The parcel story is a story in the third one.
All right.
And that would be the ashcan that would be unlocked. So you get a sample of the story of Not the Merc, the parcel, a short story, and that's where you would appear in if you bought the tier.
Oh, okay.
See, that's it. Yeah, so that's the level of where I'm thinking right now. I'm trying to figure out a nice way of doing something interesting. Because to me, it's like, if I'm gonna give you more story of Nat, I'm gonna put it in a book. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna print a second book, right? But if I add another story of Nat, that's gonna add time of production. Is that what you really want, right? Or you want it out? And from the consensus, that's why I went, I'm not gonna unlock pages. I'm gonna start at 80 page. Everybody knows that they're gonna get the 80 page book, because I used to start at 60 and end up at 80, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna start right off the bat at 80. So I'm gauging my 80 book. So there's not gonna be stretch time, there's not gonna be extended time, and everything else, it's something that's gonna be simple. So if I do the ashcan for the the next story, like the parcel story with people in it, it's gonna be in black and white. It's not gonna get colored.
Okay.
All right. But it's not that much work, because I just have to do maybe like 4 pages, but people get a collectible ashcan of the next book.
Yeah. All right.
That's what I'm thinking. And the parcel is going to be a fun story.
The parcel about an adventure Net has in the UPS truck going from Canada to United States.
It's yes and no.
All right.
It's more of a fun. It's just a fun story. When okay, a lot of the story, like, it's like half the stories of the NATverse, right? Is story based, and the other one is just a joke.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So I had a funny idea of like, hey, somebody picks up a parcel, but
any detail.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying there's a parcel delivery, but what happened if, and then
what if story?
Yes. So I'm having fun with it. I wanted to put in a number 2, but I'm like, no, because I can't. Like, dude, if I listen to myself, there'd be 6 stories in it. Everything I've already started working on would be in NATverse 2. The book would be 130 something pages. Okay, I had to put a stop to myself and tell me, no, Sim, stop there. The book's done. Work on the next one.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's a good sizable book, and I presume with that many pages, you guys.
And trust me, it's not going to be 2 panels per page. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry.
It's 1 panel per page, actually.
Yeah, it's all splash pages. 500 pages book.
So is going to be perfect bound, I presume?
Yep, always. And it's not perfect, and not just perfect bound, it's German bound. So technically it's made like a book. It's not just it's not just cut and glued. It's cut, folded, sewed and glued. And all my books have been the same. You've got some of my books, and I don't know if you noticed, the spine is goddamn solid. The books they're solid. They don't get damaged. You can open the book. The folds, the glue don't stretch. That's why I deal with them, because they it's like the spine is so solid and folded that you can open the book entirely and it's not going to unglue and rip the pages out.
Which is really sweet.
Yeah.
Is it
for the price you're paying for my book, I am trying to offer you the closest I can to like European or a UK type of quality, you know, like the French comic, but I can't do hardcover yet. But
Right.
I am checking into it. My printer told me they can.
Now, does that also mean that you can still do this special sewn-in type German binding with hardcover as well?
But that's technically the basic of the hardcover.
Oh, all right.
Technically, the German bind is what they do with novels and those books. Yeah,
Right, yeah.
they have to sew them, so that's why when you undo like a hardcover, yeah, you see the sewing. So the only thing is they don't sew it as much when they do mine.
Okay, all right.
Instead of being like 12 points, it's gonna be 6 point or something. But yeah,
Cool.
like I was impressed when they made when I made the first book with them like a few years ago. I'm like, I was so impressed in 2016 when they printed my artist sim book, and I'm like, I'm always dealing with you. And they're like, oh, we hear it a lot. I'm like, yeah, but you heard it from me. I'm a man of my fucking word. I'm a man of my word. I'm a loyal guy. And the only reason I would go somewhere else is for the reason they told me I should. See, that's the type of printer I have. Do you like this or not? Right?
Mhm.
They're not gonna try and just screw you over. He's like,
Right.
okay, don't try and print with us if you're going over. We can't compete. So no,
If you're going what?
over 1,000 print.
Oh, okay, all right.
They can't reduce the price because of all the paper and everything. So yeah, like when I did my sketch cover for Tales from NATverse 2,
Okay.
they called me. They go, we tested because you told us that you needed it to to pencil and ink. Well, yep. So that paper is bleeding. Do you mind if I try another paper? And go, no, go right ahead. So they call me back and they go, we're using this paper. I check. It's technically the closest thing to Bristol, dude.
Oh, really?
So when I got the book, it feels like Bristol. Dude, I'm telling you, it's fucking awesome. I love that printer. I keep telling people, check your local printers. They go out of their way. And another thing I've noticed, a lot of people that order through those, big Mixum and stuff like that, and stuff like that, they often get a lot of damages.
I've heard about stuff like that.
And can I say one thing?
Yeah.
I have never got any damaged books.
Nice.
Local.
Nice. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the fact that I also save a lot of money for they almost don't charge me nothing for variant covers.
Really? Oh my gosh. Even though it requires making a new plate.
Nope, it doesn't.
Oh,
that's the thing.
You do digital, right?
Technically,
why does it not require another plate?
It doesn't require another plate to have to change cover. What it does, though, it's them to change the cover at the end of the machine when you have the press, right? When we're talking about the big, huge press, the plate is technically the body, and at the end you insert the cover. The thing is, they have to change the entire thing, like stop the press, change cover, boom, start again. Then it warms up, starts, stop the press, do it again, change the cover. Well, when you're doing digital press printing, it's not the same. All they have to do is, okay, we need 200 of these, 100 of these, 200 of these, and they're all printed there. The gut come out of the machine, and then there's the machine of covers. So they don't have to stop the press. They just prepare, yeah.
Oh.
So technically, all I'm charged is for somebody to change files. So it doesn't even cost like changing a plate. It's just taking the guy to change. Okay, so it's almost cost me nothing. Like honestly, the most expensive thing was to have the sketch cover, and it almost cost me nothing. That's the advantage with them, is that they don't have to start a giant fucking press.
Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm. And I also have one advantage, and I live in Montreal, Quebec. So right next to me, there's Quebecor and Transcontinental, the two biggest printers of comics in the goddamn world. That even all the U.S. comic book U.S. comic book companies print here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, including Ethan.
Oh, all right.
He ordered his some of his books from Transcontinental.
Nice.
Yeah, they print Marvel, DC, Image, Dark Horse, and so on and so forth.
Damn. Cool.
But I keep telling people, check with your local printers. Especially check the ones that do books and do all those big companies' flyers and promo thing. They're awesome.
Well, that's a good tip.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
That means they take their shit seriously because they're dealing with big corporation, doing their papers and stuff like that. Their presentation and all of that. So they go in, they do cookbooks and stuff. So they're like, do you do comics? They know their shit. Trust me.
Yeah. You can't afford to lose a client that big if you're in that area.
Nope.
If you do that quality of work, because that's going to be in like bookstores. It's going to be in small shops everywhere.
I sent them a cover for Blood Hunt.
All right.
And Steve was telling me, send him the PDF because it was coming really dark, the RGB, right? And I sent him the CYMK, and the guy answers me, look, I printed it, but I recommend you checking this one out. He goes, we have something on our press that says lighter, and put it 10%. Dude, the colors of this adjustment came out better than anything else. That's why the purple pops so much on that Blood Hunt cover. Because purple is a hard color to make it pop, right? And it was always coming out matte. But if you remember that cover, like on the book, the purple sticks out.
It does, yeah.
And that's thanks to that guy, like the freaking printer, dude. Mwah, mwah, love them.
Yeah, it's gold when you find someone who knows their shit.
Yep.
Yeah. Not only will they save you loads of time, but because of their experience, they'll put out quality for you.
Yep. And always order a physical proof for a book.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Time. It's expensive, but it's totally worth it.
Do you have to? Are you also getting proofs of all your prints and stuff too?
Usually, yes.
Okay, cool.
Like right now, I'm ordering just prints, and they send me a message. Your proofs are ready. I'm like, I was gonna send them like, no, I don't need proof. Just send it to me. Like for prints, like it's not like a book. You know what I mean? I trust their judgment on that. On little prints, they're used to doing that for me.
Yeah.
And then there's never been an issue. Like the issue, it's setting up on the comic, the pagination, the lettering, if everything's fine, if there's something that gets cut out or not, you have to check all of that, and that's not up to them. But mini prints, we're talking about mini prints in 11x17, so I don't need to proof. Just send it to me.
Oh, okay, all right.
That's what I'm gonna tell you.
You don't always need the proofs.
Not always.
All right.
Especially when you trust them. Like, I'm sorry, if I deal with a place I don't know, send me proofs. Like, before I order 200 copies of a print.
Yeah. When you're first starting off with them, it might be highly recommended. But once you've got experience
and everything they've done for me, they either delivered or even upscaled it for me. Going, guy, it's coming out okay, but if I tried this, if you don't mind, then I'm like, okay, then if they want to send me the proof going, decide between those two, send it to me. But if they're just like, okay, your proofs are done, everything's fine, we're going to send you the proof. No, don't. Just send me just print, can send it to me. Dude, I just want that second chance campaign done because the stickers got lost in the mail for a while. Like the Diaz brothers sent it to me like a few weeks ago, and it took a little while in the mail to get here. I got them last week.
Oh,
it took like almost 3 to 4 weeks. Because I ordered them before when I launched the campaign.
Do they have their own printing facilities?
Yeah, they print their own little.
Oh wow!
But it's not theirs. It's where they work. Is they work at a big arcade. Like they've said it on stream many times. They have a big offset printer over there.
Oh,
they can't print books, but they can print decals for T-shirts or They can even print like banners for people. Like they,
Oh, banners.
yeah, you reach
And,
out to them and you can order the vinyl stickers from them. That's where I get my all the stickers I've done with it's printed by them.
Oh, okay. All
But
right.
for the Tales from the NATverse Blood Hunt, I tried something else. That's why it was not cut off. I put Kiss, but they didn't send me Kiss, and there was a pain in the ass after. That's why I don't like dealing with long distance companies sometimes.
Mm.
Oh, you're screwed a bit. You know, you pay an amount, they send you the order, and you're like, where's the cut? Oh, so they gave me a little discount, but that was it.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah. So that's why the first Blood Hunt sticker was a square, and I hated it. But yeah, that's what I got, and that's why for this, you know, like I said, you learn from every campaign.
The square sticker that was through who again?
Oh, I don't remember.
Okay, all right.
It was something I ordered through the internet.
There's some.
I pressed the kiss thing and the kiss cut thing, and it didn't do it. It was just a square sticker, a regular sticker. So that's why when I talk with the Diaz, I'm like, they're doing vinyl stickers. I'm like, okay, I'll try them. And I ordered the first batch with the Tales from the NATverse one, and I love the hell out of them. There was a little issue that we had and we addressed it. It's sometimes the cut was a bit too deep, so people because I had like 2 people reaching out to me because they had problem with the sticker.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the paper followed. I'll go, yeah, no problem. They're vinyl. So take the sticker and just scratch up the paper, and it works. You just like. It's because the kiss cut through the first layer of the paper underneath. If that makes sense. So when you pull on it, there's a layer of paper that follows the sticker. So you just use your nail and you scrape the sticker off. It's vinyl, so you're not gonna rip it off. It's not paper, so it's vinyl. You lift with your finger, then you separate from the paper like nothing. It's just from the get-go you think it's not working because there's a piece of paper sticking to it. But behind the sticker is black, and the black is stuck to the paper. So you just use your nail, scrape up a little corner of the vinyl sticker, and then you'll see it separates from the paper. And you have your sticker. It's not ruined. It's just the cut was a bit too deep. So there's a piece of paper that follows the sticker.
Okay.
So it's like the kiss cut through the non-stick layer of the paper. Does that make more sense? Is that clear?
All right.
So the non-stick aspect part of the paper follows the sticker. So you just have to like, fuck. Then you have to put the sticker, just scrape a little corner of the sticker. And since it's vinyl, there's no damage.
Cool.
It's a vinyl sticker that you could put on a freaking car.
So
you can you could stick it on the wall, unstick it, and use it somewhere else.
So vinyl stickers are okay to put on cars?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
You can put it on glass. You can unstick it. That's the thing. That's why we're using vinyl. It's a bit more expensive, but you can take it off without ripping it. So, yeah.
Cool. That's good to know.
And I'm planning to have every character drawn by 6 a.m. because I want all my characters looking like Metal Slug.
Yeah.
If you know anything about me, I'm a big Metal Slug game. I love that arcade game.
Yeah, that's a fun one, and it's a good idea to have 6 a.m. do it because it makes everything consistent as well.
And if I actually get money to do a game like that, I might even keep those designs to use them. He knows about it. Come on.
Oh.
Think about it. A full Metal Slug game.
Yeah.
NATverse.
That would be pretty trippy, I gotta say. Yeah, that would be nice.
I even grabbed like Unity to start checking into it because I have a degree in 3D animation and digital design. I do 3D animation for special effects in video games, but I've never done it. I've never worked in video games other than concept art, design, and stuff like that, right? But I know 3D animation, so I'm checking into it. And I talked with 2 people that might be willing to help me put the first demo together.
Yeah, there are a few game developers in the
Mhm.
community.
And if I can get a demo, I know a lot of people, and I'm part of the Ubisoft Creators Corner.
Really? Oh my
Yep.
gosh. I'm pretty sure Marsupial Gamer does it for a living, and
I was even technically, is it how you call it, intern at
oh, okay, all right.
EA Games.
Is that right? Oh my
When
gosh.
when they first opened here, I was trying to get a job to work for them Deus Ex,
Oh, all right.
and they kept some of my designs.
How long were you with them?
Not long. I was an intern trying to get a job, and then they kept my designs. Though.
Wow. Did they have to like purchase them outright or something?
No,
Or-
there's a clause that where you're an intern, they own everything you do.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Well,
let's just say he has a nice arm.
So it has a what?
He has a very nice arm and style. Dude, you go inside the office and you see your drawings and the thing, and you're like, what the fuck?
It's got to be a good feeling to know that they liked your work enough.
It's a good feeling, but it's also annoying to see somebody else getting credit for designs and winning awards for a design when you're like, motherfucker.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the closest I ever got to, something like that is,
And especially when the modeler that modeled and won an award an award for it, right? Was my teacher in ZBrush.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. That's interesting.
That's one of the things I keep telling people. Do not trust teachers when you go to college and university. Protect your goddamn shit. And I should have listened to my principal from the get-go at university, because I would have protected myself and a few other things.
Mm-hmm.
But she was early enough to get me smart enough and help me protect from my NATverse, copyright, everything. She was the principal of the university, and her regular job before becoming the principal was copyright lawyer.
Really? Oh my gosh! What a trip!
So, dude, like she was the principal of the school, but she was one of the best teacher I ever fucking got. Get it? She did one presentation about copyrights, and she changed my life in a way.
Well, hell yeah. Yeah,
and she was an advert protector of our rights. Like, she was like, we pay copyrights in our fees, so our everything that we created in university was protected. And I'm like, sweetheart, you are a fucking savior. Because when I was in college, let's just say I knew James Gunn and a few other directors that work on the first project that we're putting together to put NATverse as a 3D animated series in college from 2019 to 2010.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
The
entire project was, and it was getting pitched, and it was going to be,
Yeah, interesting.
And one of the teachers ran out of the entire program in college with everybody's scripts. The script teacher.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got sued by the entire. Yeah.
Damn, people. Damn. What's wrong with people? That's just bad. Is coming up with a red dress song in my head.
And Carol saying, "I want to play the game." Yeah, and trust me, the idea I have to do with that game, it's going to be cool. It's like, I really want you to be able to like play a story. So each mission, like one is going to be like a bit like Bionic Commando. You're going to be running from building, trying to get to somebody, right? That's running away. And then the other one is going to be fighting a whole bunch of an army of tank and shit like that. You can hack the tank. And then next mission, you're going to be seeing behind, you're riding the bike trying to dodge everybody. And the second player is riding bitch and shooting. And then the other one is going to be like a space invader with two ships. That's what I want to do. That's the idea I want with that game. And that's what I'm trying to put together.
Nice.
That's what I think is missing in video games. Like, casual fun gaming that's also a bit of a storytelling. That's why I was alluding to that Star Wars game. If I think it was Super NES back in the days, where you would buy the Star Wars game and the entire movie was split in different chapters of the story. So one, you were riding the bike, one you were riding the spaceship,
Yes.
one you're fighting with lightsabers, the other one you're shooting, another one you're Han Solo instead of Luke.
Yep. Yeah, I know what you mean by that kind.
Right now, at first I would aim for like a computer to be try and get in on Steam, but if it could pick up, like the idea is to have a demo. I want to try and put a demo together, getting some people who will help me and put a demo together, and then trying to either crowdfunding or getting some Steam money or something to the idea would be to have Steam and eventually have it on console. That's why I was alluding to the fact of if you remember Shank, there was a Flash game on PlayStation that you could buy on digital, and Shank, and it was freaking amazing. And that's another thing. It's like technically what I want to do is a mix of the Star Wars game, Metal Slug, and Shank. So you can have like a 2-player co-op fun game, right? And maybe more. We never know. Maybe we could have the entire crew of the, At first, I would go with a more of a linear story, like for the platform type of game. But yeah, eventually, obviously, like the NATverse would be perfect for an open world game where you could travel from one planet to another, have giant robots fight in space on planets. Because Tales from the NATverse has mechs, has giant transforming vehicles.
Nice.
Like I've hinted before, like I'm not ruining anything, but there's not ship transforming into a robot.
You should do console because my computer sucks money dick for games.
Yeah, but that's why I want to try to make it of a platform 2D game, so it's not too heavy, so people can also have it on their phone.
She says, "Yes, I'm telling you to design your game specifically for my enjoyment."
But that's why I want to do that. I want to do like that's a more simple game, and then we never know. Maybe NATverse will get popular enough, and we'll have like a AAA game that will be open world and like Outer World or something. I think that's the principle of a game that would work for that. Or a Mass Effect could be also another one you could do.
Yeah, Mass Effect was a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I love the idea of going into video games.
Because I like the idea of open world games, but they're all the same thing, and it's boring as fuck now. Like, how many games you start playing, you don't even know where the fuck you're going. What's the next fucking step? It's like I hate MMOs because of that shit. Or the ones that you have to repeat the same mission over and 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 over. Like, can we have an in-between? Like, not every game's supposed to be open world. Not every game's supposed to be everything. Not every game's supposed to be,
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, open world multiplayer seems to be the big thing these days.
Mm-hmm.
But I still appreciate like the classic casual games, but I'm also into like resource management games like StarCraft and Warcraft and Age of Empires yeah, I like a variety too. It doesn't all have to be all one type, but even when I was into open world games, MMOs,
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoy them because you've got the avatars, you've got quest givers, and you basically, if you ever got stuck, you would usually have to go locate your the nearest quest giver, and they'll send you on some adventure to go on until you figure out what to do next.
But that's the thing that one of the reasons why I like the concept of Nat so much, not the Merc or NATverse, right? It's the fact that it's just anything can be a story with him.
Mm-hmm.
Like Wolf Dragon Blood Hunt, it's more difficult. While Nat is just any job can be a story. I just have to come up with a job.
Yeah,
that it'd be like I was joking, like we were saying before, the parcel. It's just a job a funny way of doing something that happens really fucked up. And I'm like, there you go, I got a story. I can always have something. Just thinking of a job like a delivery job, a heist, this. I can do anything. He's a merc. That's why I picked a merc. He's not. I don't have to find somebody he needs to hunt. He just needs a job. So go delivering cows, but the cows are carnivorous or something or magical. I don't know. Go figure it out. Like that's where I'm at with Nat. That's the fun part of Nat is that Nat is not just a sci-fi. It's space fantasy, and that's why I keep saying it. Epic space fantasy. I'm going all out. So it's one of the things that I've learned that when they used to say in Heavy Metal Magazine, that for the original creators of Metal and Heavy Metal Magazine, all those people, it's like, the funniest part is most of those stories started from jokes. So it's like you think of a pun and you think of a funny moment. What if something happened like that? Then you build a story around it. That's the magic of trying to tell short stories sometimes. Mm-hmm. You don't have to develop something so long. It's just, well, this happened. And then that happened. Okay, so that goes like that. Yeah, but there's also this that happened. And then that fucked up. Yeah. Like, if you know the first story of that, I'm not going to spoil it, but the end is like, nobody was expecting the ending of the first story of Not Remember the Name. And everybody keeps telling me, I was mind blown, guy. I go, I know. Nobody was expecting it because I don't hint at it. But
Carol wants to be your game beta tester, but for the console. when
we get there, I'll announce it. But and like I said, turtle steps.
Yep.
My main thing is building my IP. And how do I build my IP? It's with my books, with the stories principally. And that's why I'm working on everything slowly. I'm working on some animation, some 3D modeling. Starting maybe trying to get the a board game going. I got some people pitching the ideas on how to put it together, right? Because I'm not a fucking board game whiz. I like board games, but I'm not like Gina. I haven't played that all my life. My bro owned the store, did competition. He owned a big store of board game in Mexico. He played in the international competition for Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic the Gathering.
Oh, wow. All
so,
right.
yeah. So I'm like, what if we could do this game? He goes, dude, I've never seen that, but that could work. Then he starts pitching ideas. He goes, because I want to do a multi-level board game.
Oh, is that right? With like literal platforms?
Uh-huh. So you could be on land, on space, and something happening in space.
Nice.
And different gameplays. A bit like a video game.
Oh, yeah. Okay, all right.
So story mode, no story mode, and versus mode.
Yeah.
All in one board game.
Wow. That would be a trip. That would be interesting.
So that's why I'm taking my time. I'm not trying to just pitch something like, to me, it's like, for me to invest time and money and my time, it needs to be different and worth it in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Like somebody tried to get me to just do a D&D thing, and I'm like, yeah, I don't just want to do a D&D thing. I want to do something that I would play. And I'm trying to go, okay, there's big games like 40K, right? That's one of the examples. 40K, big game. I'm tempted as fuck. It looks fucking amazing. But fuck, you need like a $5,000 in down payment to just start playing the goddamn game.
No.
No, but I'm exaggerating, but if you want to build the freaking cities, the freaking things, and you want to get into the models, they're not cheap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the game is very complicated. So I'm like, how can we make a big game, but not so complicated?
Yeah.
A bit more user friendly.
Sure.
But big enough that people go, whoa, I can. It's like open world, but in a board game.
Mm-hmm.
So, while you're doing a mission, you could be in one planet and the next player next to you is on another planet at the same time.
That's a cool concept.
We figured out a few ways of making it work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget, like I said, there's mechs in there. There's robots. There's this. There's pirates. There's out of nowhere, they will attack you. There's also scavengers. And the Federation just running around rampant. And there's a whole bunch of other shit. So you could just be traveling anywhere and you get attacked by, I don't know, anything.
Right.
Like it's a big dangerous space there. You have different factions in the NATverse. Right now, you don't. I've introduced you to the Federation slowly. There's others. There's also the Rebels.
Ooh, space pirates.
Yes. Rose is the space pirate, and there's a whole bunch of them in there.
Yeah, it's Diller Draws. Hey, it's Wyman and the one guy who is in every single DM group.
Sup?
Yeah, that's a trippy idea. Out of curiosity, have you had an opportunity to mess around with or check out 6 a.m. Comics' Starfetched? Which is a game right now. He's working on it.
Oh no, I can't. He's an Apple bitch.
Oh. Hey, watch it, man. I've got an iPhone.
I'm sorry. I will call you an Apple bitch if you prevent me from being able to. It's like the vaccine thing. You're preventing me from enjoying that game because you're only on Apple. I am not gonna buy an Apple thing just to play that goddamn game.
Well, he's setting it up so that it encourages you to switch phones. The mysterious plan, and then once you switch over, then he gets a cut.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be backing his book, dude. I've been waiting for it.
Yeah,
but his game is only on Apple, and I'm like, dude, make it for an Android, and I'm in. Like honestly, I'd buy 5 copies.
Dillard's an elite level ninja. I was never here.
Ninja Banish.
Oh man, funny stuff. Yeah, so those of you who haven't yet signed up, get on this early mailing list. We're in pre-launch. It's did you say you're looking to
around the 20th?
Looking to go live the 20th of this month?
Around the 20th, because right now my aim was the 20th, but like you have to schedule launches and stuff like that. So I say around the 20th, so people know that we're gonna launch around that time, and so it gives me time to get prepped because I wanted to have that trailer, some colors ready.
Cool.
But we'll be launching very soon. I just want to say that.
No, I was just reading Carol's comment. Did anyone feel the wind blow just?
Yo, the ninja banishing.
Yeah, I thought it was Dillard farting, but yeah.
Can you smell it? Can you smell it?
Do you smell what the ninjas got cooking? Yeah, so the 20th-ish. So where are you going live? What channel? Who's
I was aiming like usual to go on on Bancroft or my stream or maybe the morning roast.
all right.
Like I said, I haven't until I know that everything that I want is ready. I'm not reaching out to nobody.
Okay.
Dude, we have so many delays and stuff that you don't start knocking at doors until you're sure.
Right.
But yeah, you know me. I'll be around pretty much every channel that I can be. And
nice.
before this, check this out. The little sample here of that story for Inkslayer, Luani and Rose. This is what it's going to look like. This is the pencils I'm doing, and it's going to be mixed with paintings by Inkspot.
All right.
Oh, this is a work in progress.
Really there. Yeah.
And here's one of the page all done. Hold on, let me close that one and go to page 4. Nope, not that one. That one. And that one's all done. Hold on.
All right. Whoa.
It took me a while to work on that pencil rendering. I had to play with the settings and stuff, but as you can see, it has a nice little texture that's not too pronounced, but just enough that it looks just perfectly like pencil, and it works like it.
Nice.
And as usual,
Elf.
And he's running after his favorite meal.
Yeah, he's after a cat. Yep.
And I don't know if you remember, but here's a little cameo of another one of my characters from the Skullbusters. Remember my Kirby character?
Oh my gosh.
So I just made him a little there because it's a wink, because he's technically an interdimensional creature. So he can, he's a bit of everywhere. That's his gimmick to the character. He's a rock character, a rock species, and he can be in different galaxies, universe, dimensions.
Nice.
But yeah, that's page number 4 of that story. And the one I was showing before, that's page number 1, where she's stalking down that guy. And find out how that goes.
Looks good. Looks good, man. I'm digging it. Sweet. Were there
And
if
if you go on my Patreon, and if you're one of my patrons, you'll also get there's also the first 5 pages of Demona over there in color.
Oh, all right. Exclusive preview.
Mm-hmm.
Right on.
Yeah, because I'm setting up the return of the Wolf Dragon with Demona, which is the Wolf Dragon is the first comic book I published in 2009, and that's the one Michael Turner. That's how Michael Turner got me back into working, because I used to meet up with him every year, and I was working on the Wolf Dragon. And when he passed away, well, I released it the year after or something. But that was the first book I got, working independent on, because before I was just an artist trying to knock at Marvel and DC's door.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And thanks to him, I went fuck them.
Yeah.
And I decided to work on my own stuff. And that's how I took out the Wolf Dragon, which was an old an old story I had when I was 15. So I kind of reshaped it from a fantasy to bring it more to a now date, and I made something different, And then after that, I created that, and so on and so forth. So
Right on.
Peace, Turner.
Sweet.
That guy, we lost that guy way too fucking fast. He was like 30 something.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Too young, far too young.
Yeah.
Wow. Is there anything else we might not have covered that you wanted to point out or mention about the campaign?
Not really. I'd say go check out Tales of Nova Terra by Passion for Drawing, which is another project I'll be part of.
Oh yeah.
I'm supposed to be doing illustration for one of the novellas. Yeah.
Yeah, that thing's looking great.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
There's a whole bunch of cool projects out right now.
I know, so many, and
so little time and so little money.
Yes, exactly.
You're lucky you're in the U.S. You don't have to pay $60 every goddamn $25 book.
Yeah, I know, but I kind of
it hurts.
I kind of make up for it when it's probably still not as bad, but I get charged extra whenever I back UK books.
Yeah, but I mean, it's an advantage that there's a lot of books, dude. It goes up so fast though. 25. You're like, ouch.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing I don't understand. Like, I hope Indiegogo clicks one day, because I know there's been talks about it, because they send me a message for a survey if what we would like, and one of the questions that if we would like them to do is to do fulfillment.
Wow.
If we would like them to be able to do fulfillment for us.
That's interesting.
And I'm like, that I don't think I think that maybe not offer us like our fulfillment, but what my answer was like, it's not a bad idea, but what I would recommend is maybe being able to offer us a deal with shipping through them. Like when now Shopify, and when you use Shopify, you can buy your shipping label from them, from like Me Post Canada, USPS, stuff like that, and you get a discount from them because they have a business discount. So do you have a 2-3% discount or something like that? You save money on shipping a little bit. Yeah. So I'm guessing Indiegogo could probably have a similar type of deal with a shipping company where we could buy our shipping labels directly from them on the website, and it would also give the tracking number automatically to our backers. I think that would be freaking smart. That's what Shopify does.
That's a pretty good idea.
Like they don't have to print all our shit.
Yeah.
They could offer us like, okay, you got your backers. You don't have to use anything else. Here's a nice little company discount. Print your labels, fulfill. Thank you very much. And maybe we could have like the best freaking option that we can to fulfill to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you do it Shopify, people, when you go buy on, let's say you go buy one of my books right now on Shopify, right?
Okay. All right.
You get to choose between 3 speeds delivery and 3 different pricing. One's the regular slow one, land. Then you have the priority. Then you have express. So you pay, I get the money. Then I go there and I print my label with Shopify, and I pick the one that you choose, and I get a discount on it. It's not huge, but enough that
That should make a difference.
Yep.
Right on. That's a pretty good idea too.
So Indiegogo, if you're listening, here's a great idea.
There you have it. There you have it. All right.
Does it show that I had a business? I have a business degree.
Indeed. Everybody, if you haven't already, sign up for the mailing list for Tales from the NATverse #2. Get it on that list.
Please do.
And become eligible for that special limited time secret tier. Remember, you'll be getting a sketch card from the one and only Sim.
Yep.
And you'll get all this awesome stuff from Tales from the NATverse.
And you'll get some little discounts on those nice little extra big tiers.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And for anyone who came in late, be sure to check the replay of the beginning of the stream, because we explored Sim's website, his Shopify, and he's got merch and stuff on there.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely review that.
And you can grab the leftover copies of Blood Hunt there and Tales from the NATverse 1 right now.
Yeah, exactly.
The reason why sometimes it's better to wait for to jump on it when they're on my campaign is you can shave on shipping.
There you have it.
The US shave a lot on shipping by backing my campaigns.
Yeah. I am going to give you the floor, Sim. Would you share with the world how you can be found on social media?
Yep, you can find me on YouTube, all the fine little social media under Simon Sim Pothier or Sim Inkslayer, like you see here at the bottom left. So it's either Simon Sim Pothier or Sim Inkslayer. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, all of them. I'm even on TikTok. I don't use it much. I just drop videos once in a while, but I'm there. I'm also on what's her name? Getter. Yep, you can find me on Getter too. I jump on almost every freaking social media because visibility is key.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And I don't discriminate. I want everybody to buy my book. I love everyone. If you're nice with me, I'm nice with you. If you're a dick, well, hey.
You're a dick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was born in the 70s. I have a thick skin.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
You can find me at the usual haunts. Oh, go ahead.
I just forgot one spot though. Don't forget, I'm on Sugar Chris every Monday and Friday. Sometimes we do more stream, but do not miss the morning roast. It's one of my favorite shows to do. And go sub. As soon as he reaches 500 sub, we're giving away original art, right? And I'm going to be giving away one original art heavy metal number 300 sketch cover for him. It's gonna we're going to be giving it out, and 1,000 each. He jumps in a red dress and runs. Come on, and. And I also have my show on Sunday, and it's the same principle. When we reach 1,000 sub on mine and I get monetized, I'm giving away. I'll be giving away a Jim Lee, Chris Claremont Omnibus #1.
Whoa! Nice.
So when on my channel I get monetized and I get that, I'm giving away an omnibus. So go give some love to Sugar Chris, and go check out my YouTube channel, Sim Inkslayer, or Simon Sim Pothier. I think no, that one's Simon Sim Pothier. You'll find me there.
All right. Yeah, Carol and I were wondering about your OnlyFans.
I don't have one, but I hear there's supposed to be one for a red dress.
Uh-oh.
Created by Pale Rider.
Is that right?
And I don't know. He's hinted that there's hidden cams. at Chris's house. I don't know. I don't want to implement anything. I mean, I'm more of a red shirt guy than a red dress guy. Get it?
Oh my. You can find me at my usual haunts. I'm on Twitter at WyzGyzTweets, at Twitch at WyzGyzEntertainment, all one word, and on YouTube at WyzGyzEntertainment. Make sure when you do searches, use WyzGyz as one word, WyzGyz. Cheryl says, ooh, lol. Please like, comment, subscribe, mark the bell for notifications, mark all notifications so hopefully you don't miss a single video or stream. And I want to thank everyone in chat for coming today. You guys are awesome. You guys rock the big time.
Mhm.
And be sure and, well, I also want to thank everyone who watches this on replay, rather.
Replays are as important.
Appreciate you too. And most especially, I want to give very special thanks to Simon Sim Pothier, or Sim Ink Slayer. Thank you so much.
No, thank you for inviting me, and it's always fun.
Always
and
a pleasure.
And Sim's enough.
Sim. Okay.
Just Sim.
All right, Sim. And we shall see you.
Just before we leave, did I ever tell you the joke of when I tried to register my name?
No.
They wouldn't let me just register Sim, right, as a business.
Oh, really?
And I could when I go corp. So I put it in the thing, right? Okay. So I had to put the art one. I'm in Quebec, so I had to go with a French name first. So you have to find an English name plus a French version of it, right? So I went with the artist Sim, so I can use Sim, right, as a small business, not corp yet, right? So l'art de Sim, so the artist Sim. So it says name use Sim, right? And that's what I'm gonna go corp with. And they go, you can't use that because it doesn't mean nothing. I said, it's my name. It's Sim. And it goes, yeah, but it doesn't mean anything. Well, it means one thing to me. She goes, what? Sequential illustration master. And she goes, fair enough. So it's there.
That's good. Sequential illustration master. There you go. There you go.
Sorry, I thought it was funny.
That is cool. Have a good night, ladies. Ladies. All right. Well, thanks all for joining us. Checked out a great campaign tonight, and get on that mailing list, man.
Yep. You won't regret it, and I always deliver.
Absolutely. We shall see you on the next stream. Bye.
Later.
Final guest that is the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sameti. The YouTube sensation. How you doing, Conrad? Welcome to the show.